West Africa.
To from on your couple. That she will fit it in 3 days, be seen another day. Another day, Gina, the man Penny, John, Ramani, Mahama. One in the board for Professor J. Gina Otumfuo, Naana, or say to 2 our Tossum, you know. But then I am for him. Yejina omai Ghana, yejina da samanyina nemu ani Newmont anamu. Na dia suda PC ama. Wanye wanya mai nyina emu. Erade na woni misa woma. Eba no nsu ti ana wo nsu ansa na wo boye. Na woni misa woma yebedi nti na wo bo kwa yebrentuei ene mfufon ene nobai ansa na wo boye. Erade na woni misa woma ebe ya defo. And it's now the good year, the can't count in a CMI. Another day, we see my and another by a Bruce Sano, Radina Coupon, and then a pound tomorrow, Dimo. Now, yes, Ross, a shrasa see so. Ishra a good year, eso. That Jumedia every day, Radina Coupon, ain't me from Puntuani, Kanko, Emram, Ahafo, Ghana, mine, any other Samanina. Jumadi mwana Newmont adwuma nso ntimi nya nkoso se ne beya obekoso aboa oman ni afoforo Awurade nim se bebrebe nyina mrebi beba ebe free wiase mu na yasan aba wo chen yestro se yemkwa ane abodie bia wo dia hye ensa bia Abraham kwani ahodi ewo emu yi ma yehwe so ye ni emfa ne yehoye bebrebe nyina da ebe free mu na oto nsa de frɛ ne a etimi ebu akonta abeso woni.
My name is Jerry Atorodo. I'm the country head for Newmont, Ghana. My faith. And on behalf of the real country head, my brother, Mr. Dankwa Yobo, together with the board, management and staff, let me say a big good afternoon to you all and thank you for attending to the call of Newmont, the leading producer of gold in Ghana and all over the world, and consistently placed as #1 in the Ghana Club 100 Index. I thought you'd be happy about this. We meet here in this hallowed ground, Efrisipa, right here in the Ahafo North, in the Ahafo region, an integral part of Asante-Man, this great nation birthed by God Himself and blessed with the richness of the earth and in her people, chief amongst whom is the 60 Asante-Gene, our fearless leader and preserver of the soul of Asante-Man, His Majesty Otumfuo II. We meet here for the official opening of the Ahafo Mine. It's a continuation of the Newmont story, one of impact, one of improvement of life, value to the national economy, industry leaders and sustainability, and a major pillar for revenue generation for the government of Ghana. It is our prayer that this project fulfills its promise to be the unmined gold deposits in West Africa and to affirm Newmont's long-term growth and value creation agenda in Ghana. This dream will certainly see the light of day because we are joined by broad stakeholders who have come here with warm and loving wishes to make that possible. Chief amongst whom is the government of Ghana, here represented by the Vice President of our Republic. Big welcome, warm and welcome, the Excellency, Professor Naana. We welcome you warmly. He joins us as the preserver of the soul of Asante-Man. Would you please be welcome formally again, His Majesty Otumfuo II Asante. We're delighted to receive a brother and friend, Ghana's Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, the Honorable Emmanuel Ahafo MP. It's important that we receive the Ahafo Regional Minister who once was a staff at Newmont, the Honorable Charity Ghana. the same thing, we welcome the MP for Tano North, the Honorable Dr. Gideon Opoku. In solidarity, he's joined by the MP for Esifiri North, I beg your pardon, the Honorable Opemsuo. We received with delight from the U.S. Embassy discharging the affairs with the law also. And also the Deputy High Commissioner for Australia to Ghana, Rampeni Pence. The board chair of the Minerals Commission Ghana, Ambassador William Buahini joins us. Together with executives from sister mining companies, directors and officials of the ministries, departments and agencies, metropolitan, municipal and district executives, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, we say accept the warm and generous welcome of Newmont. In welcoming us, it's my pleasure to invite to do so and acknowledge the entire fraternity. I'm talking about the Newmont leadership, yours and mine, our country head, Mr. Dankwa Ado Yobo.
Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osetutu II, Asantehene Nana Nkwasu, Honorable Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Emmanuel Ama Kofi-Boah, the Chief Executive Officer of Newmont Corporation, Tom Palmer, together with the President and Chief Operation Officer of Newmont Corporation, Natasha Phil-John, who are leading executives of Newmont here today, including leadership from the business unit Africa Asia Pacific. Representatives of the US and Australian governments, the Ahafo Regional Minister, Honorable Charity Gardner, members of Parliament, heads of institutions and government officials, Nananu, our distinguished chiefs, and community representatives, fellow colleagues, invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Opening a new mine is not a common occurrence. And so I deem it a great honor to welcome you to the opening of the Ahafo North Mine at Afrisipakrom, a greenfield that has been nurtured over the years to maturity. An investment decision that was conceived close to a decade ago. We gather here to bear witness to years of resilience, perseverance, discipline, and the undeniable power of collaboration and partnership. When I joined Newmont a few years ago, Ahafo North was well on its way. Yes, there was still some heavy lifting to be done, but tremendous amount of work had already taken place, laying the foundation for the feat we celebrate here today. Many of those who started the journey have moved on, either from this jurisdiction or from the business entirely. Yet, we still remember the critical roles they played, including the lives of Steve Petrofis and Dave Thornton. These two colleagues today work with our Americas business unit. At this point, I would also want to pause and acknowledge that our immediate past managing director, who continued the work of the previous managing directors, is in our midst today. He's in the person of Abdul Rahman Amadu. Rahman, maybe you can give us a wave. And thank you so much for coming back to this. With us here today, I think the project team has been acknowledged, but I still want to do a bit more. We can never have enough of acknowledging them. We have Andres Havinja. Andres, you give me a wave so the team can acknowledge you. We have Peter Dale. Peter, you give me a wave so the team can acknowledge you. And Brett Hebonsheimer. I hope I got that pronunciation right. And of course, the entire engineering, procurement, construction, and the management team deserves special mention for delivering this project on time and within budget. It is a much longer list of acknowledgements, and being mindful of time, I would just like to say a heartfelt thank you to all the external stakeholders who have been instrumental in this journey. We are sincerely grateful. As we officially mark a significant transition from project to operations, You heard the voice of Charles Bisu and you saw the picture of Charles. I present to you, Charles. Maybe give us a wave so the team can see you. Charles will take us forward as the general manager for Ahafo North Mine. The success and future of this mine will depend in large on the dedication of our valued workforce, collaboration with governments, Naana, community members, and all our stakeholders. The Ahafo North Mine is more than a mining operation. It represents an enduring commitment to responsible and sustainable mining, to creating opportunities for Ghanaians, and to contributing meaningfully to the socio-economic development of this great nation. We have started to see this during the project phase, where our presence and investments in this enclave has contributed to the upliftment of local communities and livelihoods through employment, local business creation, skills development, and social interventions. And I dare say that the businesses and skills that have been developed will outlive this mine. And our social programs and projects will remain an enduring legacy. At this point, as we celebrate our success, let me say that the development and construction of the mine came at a cost, some of which we cannot recover. On February 27, 2024, we tragically lost one of our colleagues, Ike Kobe Morrison, during a severe weather condition that led to the collapse of a structure trapping him underneath. The death of Kobe caused deep reflections within the business and prompted a thorough review of our site infrastructures and protocols. In his honor, we will name the heavy mobile equipment facility after him to serve as a thank you. We will do that to serve as a permanent reminder of the safety responsibility we have towards each other. We are particularly mindful of our responsibility to protect our people, our communities, and environment to ensure that benefits of mining today do not come at the expense of future generations. Responsible stewardship and respect for our host communities will remain at the heart of our operations, while we continue to be the partner of choice for communities and governments. Your Excellency, Your Royal Majesty, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say it in our Akan language, Akwaba. Akwaba, you are most welcome once again, and thank you for spending this memorable occasion with us.
Your Excellency, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Naana Jane Opoku Ajaman, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Tutu II, the Asante Hini, Honourable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amabua, representatives of the Australian and US governments, esteemed government officials, traditional leaders, community members, colleagues, and distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pride and deep personal satisfaction that I stand before you today to celebrate the official opening of the Ahafo North Mine. This moment represents not only a milestone for Newmont, but the culmination of a personal journey for me in Ghana. Back in 2016, when I was transitioning from my role as Managing Director of our Asia Pacific region to become Newmont's Chief Operating Officer, Ahafo North was little more than a promising exploration prospect. I remember visiting what consisted of some paddocks and a tiny exploration office, a far cry from a world-class mining operation we celebrate here today. Yet even then, I could see the potential that lay beneath the surface, both in terms of the geological opportunity as well as the incredible community that would become our partners. This is a community that has also experienced tragedy. Over the course of my time with Newmont, we have unfortunately experienced the loss of valued colleagues and friends. I ask that through these celebrations today, we remember the lives of the 6 teammates we lost at the Ahafo South Expansion Project in April 2018, and the lessons from which were applied to this project here. And more recently, the loss of Cobby Morrison here at Ahafo North in February of last year. We honour these teammates and their families and our employees around the world who are committed to ensuring their colleagues return home safely after each and every shift. I have been privileged to have been part of every stage of the investment cycle for Ahafo North, from those early exploration days through the various studies, full funds approval, construction, commissioning, commercial production, and now the official opening. Throughout this journey, I believed and continue to believe that Ahafo North represents the best undeveloped gold deposit in West Africa, if not the world. But more than that, I believed in doing things differently and doing them right. As we developed Ahafo North, we were determined to ensure that our workforce reflected the local community. We had learned valuable lessons from our experience building the Miriam mine in Suriname over a decade ago, where we missed an opportunity to be more deliberate around the makeup of our workforce from the beginning. Those type of decisions around inclusion, about community representation, about shared prosperity, need to be made very, very early in a project's life cycle. We've learned from that experience, and at Ahafo North, we have had the chance to do what is best for the mine and the surrounding community, implementing practices that will set this operation up for success well into the future, including achieving gender parity. Your Royal Majesty, may I take this moment to express our profound gratitude for your unwavering support, particularly during our most challenging times. Following the tragic loss of life in the 2018 Ahafo mill accident, your leadership and support were instrumental as we worked to recover from that incident and learn from the experience. Your guidance helped us emerge stronger, more committed to safety, and more determined to honour the memory of those we lost by ensuring such incidents never happen again. You were also central in supporting us as we navigated sustainable solutions to ensure appropriate compensation for landowners during the development of Ahafo North. Your wisdom and your patience allowed us to work through these complex issues in a timely manner, taking the time necessary to build genuine relationships and create a pathway that allowed us to commission this mine with confidence and set it up for long-term success. I distinctly remember managing this project through the unprecedented challenges of a global pandemic. The COVID-19 crisis brought supply chain disruptions, procurement challenges, complex engineering work coordination, and the enormous task of managing impacts on workforces around the world. Newmont faced delays, cost increases, and subsequent inflationary pressures that tested our resolve and our partnerships around the world. But through it all, what sustained us was the remarkable resilience and dedication of our teams, our partners, and the people of Ghana. The warmth and commitment of the Ghanaian people, from our employees to our community partners to government officials, never wavered. Even in the face of global uncertainty, you remain steadfast in your support of this project and your belief in our shared vision. Today's celebration represents a significant financial investment in Ghana, but more importantly, it represents the power of genuine partnership. This mine is not just a Newmont operation. It is a testament to what can be achieved when international investment meets local expertise, when corporate vision aligns with community aspirations, and when traditional leadership works hand in hand with modern enterprise. The Ahafo North Mine will contribute significantly to Ghana's economy, providing employment for thousands, generating substantial revenue for the government and creating opportunities for local businesses and suppliers. But beyond these economic contributions, this operation represents our commitment to responsible mining practices that protect the environment, respect local customs and traditions, and create lasting value for all our stakeholders. As we officially open Ahafo North, we do so with Newmont's purpose firmly in mind: to create value and improve lives through responsible, sustainable mining. This operation will be a cornerstone in our global portfolio, but more importantly, it will be a source of pride for Ghana and a model for how mining can be a force for positive change. We are committed to operating with the highest standards of safety, environmental stewardship and community engagement. We will continue to prioritise local employment and procurement, invest in community development programs, and work closely with traditional and government leaders to ensure the benefits of this operation are shared broadly and sustainably. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey from those early days of paddocks to today's world-class operation has been simply remarkable. But our journey together is just beginning. Ahafo North has an expected mine life that will span decades, creating opportunities for current and future generations. And while I'm handing the leadership baton to Natasha Bullion, our President and Chief Operating Officer, come the 1st of January, I am confident that I can speak for both of us when I say that we are committed to being a responsible, long-term partner, contributing not only to Ghana's economic development, but to social and environmental well-being of the communities where we operate. To our employees, our community partners, our government colleagues, and all of our stakeholders, thank you for your trust, for your patience, and for your partnership. Together, we have built something rare and extraordinary.
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, through the years, he served us as a visionary leader, a unifier, a steadfast guardian of sustainable progress. Over 26 years in his reign, it has witnessed tremendous evolution, or ours has experienced a tremendous evolution, Newmont. And he has championed the responsible stewardship of Ghana's mineral wealth in his domain as a custodian of the wealth of his people, balancing tradition with innovation and ensuring that our lands flourish while our communities thrive. The good and great gathered here. This is a celebration of our King, the wind beneath our wings and our moral compass. Partner for many years, and through whom we've enjoyed lots of foreign direct investments, chief amongst which is Newmont. Here to express the sentiments of the United States through the embassy is the Chargé d'Affaires. Make welcome Mr. Rolf Alton.
Her Excellency, Madam Vice President, His Royal Majesty, Asante Hene, honorable ministers, distinguished traditional leaders, esteemed representatives of Newmont, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I stand on existing protocols. Today is an exciting day for Newmont, for Ghana, and for the United States, and I'm honored to be able to join you for this momentous day. It is a day that reaffirms Ghana's location at the proverbial center of the world. This billion-dollar expansion of the Ahafo mine secures Ghana's place as Africa's leading gold producer and 6th largest in the world, just after the United States. Newmont's position as the world's largest gold company, and perhaps most relevantly, Ghana's #1 taxpayer. The United States government is proud to highlight how American companies like Newmont are investing in the people of Ghana through its 2,400 direct employees, 20% of whom are women, and 4,000 contractors. While Newmont is an American company with global operations, their Ghanaian operations are very much Ghanaian-led. 99% of employees are Ghanaians, and the managing director, whom we heard from earlier, my friend Dankwa Adoyobo, is of course a proud Ghanaian himself. In addition to Newmont's substantial contributions as a taxpayer in Ghana, in 2024, the company awarded more than $500 million in contracts to over 800 companies, helping to build local businesses. Newmont is also partnering with other American companies, such as Caterpillar, to introduce a hybrid loader, which I understand will be deployed for the first time in Africa. But today, in addition to celebrating Ghanaian jobs, local procurement, and American best-in-class equipment, we can also recognize Newmont's commitment to responsible environmental stewardship, investment in the community, and sound corporate governance. This year, Newmont is celebrating 100 years as a publicly listed company in the United States, the only gold producer listed in the Standard & Poor's 500 index, and one delivering for both its shareholders and stakeholders. Sound corporate governance and strong stakeholder relations are what one expects from American companies, and we are fortunate to have more than 100 American companies with a presence in Ghana. Next month, as it does every year, the American Chamber of Commerce will be celebrating perhaps our most cherished American holiday, Thanksgiving, where we will take stock of the contributions of American companies in Ghana and how they, like Newmont, are employing thousands of Ghanaians, investing in communities, and deploying best-in-class American technology. The partnership between the United States and Ghana extends beyond our commercial relations, which include working together to harness the power of small modular nuclear reactors, leveraging American leadership in technology and artificial intelligence, and advancing our security cooperation and people-to-people ties. The United States continues its life-saving foreign assistance as we partner with Ghana to realize its own aspirations of self-reliance in the health sector, so well articulated by His Excellency President Mahama. We look forward to discussions with the government of Ghana in the coming weeks on a bilateral multi-year agreement to continue this assistance. Finally, the United States continues to invest in the people of Ghana through exchange programs, such as our flagship, the Fulbright program. Just this week, we met with an extraordinary scholar who's headed to the University of California, San Diego for a research program in gene therapy to see how he can help create a best-in-class program here in West Africa at a lab supported by the American company Pfizer. That's just one example of what happens when the US government and the private sector invest in the people of Ghana, whether it is in health and science or in mining. I would like to acknowledge and commend Your Excellency, Madam Vice President, for your government's leadership in ensuring Ghana remains a beacon of stability and can serve as a premier destination for responsible investment. This new mine further underscores the enduring confidence that Newmont places in Ghana. It speaks volumes about the trust investors can place in Ghana's governance, the predictability of its institutions, and the importance of a welcoming climate for responsible investment. Today's inauguration is accordingly a perfect symbol of shared prosperity and what American companies can do working with Ghana together. My congratulations to Tom and the entire Newmont team for what you have achieved here. Your Excellency, Your Royal Majesty, distinguished leaders and honored guests, on behalf of the United States, I congratulate Ghana and Newmont on this incredible achievement and look forward to the many successes yet to come. Thank you.
Majesty, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is particularly appropriate that we receive in our midst Ghana's Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, who also acts as Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, and serves as a 5-term Member of Parliament for the Elembele constituency in the western region of Ghana. Today it has fallen to him to lead the charge to safeguard Ghana's natural resources and champion policies to ensure responsible environmental practices for generations yet unborn. I give to you the one, the only, Honorable Emmanuel Ama Kofi Boa, MP.
Royal Majesty, Otumfuo II, Second Asante Him. Naana traditional leaders of the Newmont host community, members of the board, all the very important protocols duly observed. Your Excellency, the Vice President, we are deeply honored by your presence and we thank you for graciously representing His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. Your esteemed presence here today is a powerful testament to the significance our government attaches to this project. And more importantly, the critical role a responsible mining sector plays in our nation's economic development. Your Royal Majesty Otumfuo II, your revered presence honors us and serves as a powerful symbol of stewardship. It sends a clear message to Newmont, the world's largest gold mining company, that will value and will protect the partnership Ghana has forged with you over the last 3 decades. Or you should clap for that partnership. And it is because of this deep, lasting partnership that we see today's event as not just a ceremony. We are here to celebrate a defining milestone in Ghana's mining industry and mining history, the opening of the Ahafo mine. This is not merely a new pit. It is a foundation of a future built on collaboration, shared vision, and sustainable growth. Your Excellency, Your Royal Majesty, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Ahafo mine is more than just an infrastructure. It is a beacon of responsible stewardship. From its earliest blueprints to the final bones titan, this mine has been built with Ghanaian hands and expertise. Local contractors, artisans, suppliers have all played critical roles, demonstrating a model we must champion nationwide. One that builds capacity, transfers skills, and ensures that the wealth beneath our soil uplifts the communities above it. It is in this spirit that we call for a paradigm shift in our local content partnership, one that embraces contract mining across the mining sector. Newmont's leadership in this new partnership is not in doubt. With this new expansion, which represents an investment of over $1 billion, and is poised to bring immense benefits, thousands of jobs for the young people, expanded opportunities for local businesses, and enhanced infrastructure for generations. However, as we bask in this achievement, we must also be mindful of the broader landscape of our mining sector. We cannot, and I often say, I'm sorry, I have to watch our small dirty laundry every time. We cannot ignore the dark shadow that has cast by illegal mining, or galamsey as we call it. We cannot. We face a dire situation. Forests decimated, water bodies poisoned, and our mineral wealth smuggled away. This has left behind a trail of environmental destruction, health crisis, and plummeting agricultural production. Thankfully, this new government, led by His Excellency President Mahama, is focused and resolute. We have rolled up our sleeves. For the past 10 months, we have tightened our laws and strengthened our enforcement, pursued technological innovation, and launched restorative programs like the Blue Water Initiative and the Tree for Life initiatives. I'm happy to note that Newmont was the first to answer this call, and we can clap for Newmont. Through deliberate, transparent, and strategic awareness and advocacy campaigns, we are getting to the hearts and minds of all well-meaning Ghanaians. And as a result, The results are also beginning to show. And at the heart of this new direction is our flagship responsible cooperative mining and small skills development program. This program is designed to offer pathways to mining and decent employment for our local mining communities. The cornerstone of this effort is to ensure that large-scale mining companies and small-scale mining companies are not two sides of a bitter divide, but allies in progress. I'm delighted to announce that our discussions with Newmont on this new partnership, again, has also been very positive. This is a groundbreaking step towards inclusive, one that we are excited about. And in this vein, I congratulate Newmont for demonstrating that mining can be and must be about the extraction, about more than extraction. It must be about empowerment, rooted in mutual respect and shared vision. To the people of Ahafo, your patience, cooperation, and resilience has made this day possible. Your Royal Majesty, your wisdom, your leadership, and your guidance has brought us this day. We are profoundly grateful. As we look to the future, let us be guided by a fundamental principle. The extraction of our mineral resources must always serve a higher purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, I have given you a brief hint of the ideals that we so dearly share. But to speak on such ideals, we are privileged to have with us the representative of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, a leader who has dedicated her life to turning such ideals into reality. Her presence today is a powerful testament to the significance government attaches to this project and to our relationship with Newmont, and to the critical role that responsible mining sector plays in our economic growth. Her own legacy is one of breaking barriers and building institutions. She's a distinguished scholar, a trailblazer in every sense of the word. As the first woman to serve as Vice Chancellor of the Ghanaian Public University and a former Minister of Education, she has dedicated her life to the principle that true progress must be built on a foundation of knowledge, equity, and opportunity for all. But beyond these towering achievements, her leadership is defined by a powerful personal commitment to holding the door open for others. Upon her inauguration as the first female Vice President of the Republic, she declared she would not merely lead the way, but will ensure that the doors remain open so others could walk through. Beyond her professional achievement, she's a proud mother of 3 and a grandmother of 2. Deeply values her family and continues to inspire young leaders, particularly women, to lead with courage, integrity, and excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, let us rise and give a warm, resounding welcome to the Vice President of the Republic, a steadfast guardian of opportunity and a champion for inclusion, Her Excellency, Professor Naana Jane Opoku. I thank you very much.
Majesty, Otumfuo II, Asante Naana, the management of Newmont, everybody who is here. Please allow me to refer to the protocol established and to wish everyone a good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Ghana, our beloved country, cannot be extracted from gold. Gold has shaped our history, our communities, and our economy. And today, we are shaping a future of sustainable development with it. We are here because we intend to write a chapter that recounts what government, the private sector, and communities can accomplish when we work together and work responsibly. The opening of the Ahafo North mine is an act of partnership and progress, and the fruit of mutual respect and collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, last year, Ghana's gold industry contributed 88.1 billion Ghana cedis to our GDP. And in August this year, our gold exports reached a record $11.2 billion US. These figures demonstrate an encouraging level of confidence in our economy, governance, and national potential. Today, Ghana is Africa's #1 gold producer and the 6th largest in the world. You don't think it's good news? For nearly 3 decades, Newmont has been part of this picture. From Ahafo South to Achim and now Ahafo North, Newmont's footprint is evident in every and many several positive ways. Well done, Newmont. And I applaud you for joining with the government for our big push agenda by enabling the rehabilitation of a 46-kilometer road, Sunyani through to Opemsuo, isn't it? Well done. And I believe there'll be many more roads coming up. These are fruitful partnerships grounded in mutual value, accountability, and a shared vision for sustainable growth. The Ahafo North mine, with an initial investment exceeding $1 billion US, demonstrates that Ghana offers the stability and capacity for global investments. Its construction relied heavily on local skills and labor, local contractors, I think many which the minister has enumerated. This mine is now projected to create jobs, stimulate local enterprise, catalyze regional development. It should strengthen value chains, whether transport and hospitality or supplies and services, and help transform Ahafo to a modern model of growth. Our task is to protect such investments so that local communities and investors benefit from them. This project was achieved through dialogue, compromise, and the maturity of leaders. Indeed, we must recognize and salute His Royal Majesty, Yasantehene Otumfuo II, whose timely intervention helped maintain harmony among the stakeholders of this project. Royal Majesty, our undying gratitude. We must also acknowledge Naana and the people of Ahafo for your cooperation and willingness to dialogue. Edamasi Bibi. As we know, Nananum are custodians of the land, and we are happy to recognize your role, and we encourage you to continue to protect us even further. Ladies and gentlemen, the mining sector has its own share of challenges, which bring along environmental and social responsibilities. I wish to commend our Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Emmanuel Amakofibua, for his leadership in addressing illegal mining and in ensuring that our natural resources serve the collective good. Please allow me also to commend Professor Nanama Brankruche and her team at the Environmental Protection Agency for the initiative in the reclamation of mined out lands. Currently, large pieces of land are being reclaimed. Following the successful completion of this phase, the government will open an expression of interest for the reclamation of many more hectares across the country. The plan is for fast-growing economic species, tree species, including oil palm and fuel wood, to be planted on the reclaimed lands. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Royal Majesty, we must also turn to value addition. Ghana's mining economy has often been limited to the pit. It is time to spread it out. And we should ship and process goods out of the country. When we continue to do that, we export jobs, we export technology, and we export opportunity. Our vision is to bring Ghana's potential for mineral-based industrialization into Ghana and to stay in Ghana. We aim to refine, process, and manufacture many here, and that is why we have established the Ghana Gold Board, and this is also why we are reviewing the Minerals and Mining Act and updating the Minerals and Mining Policy. The aim is to strengthen local participation, enhance transparency, and ensure better and greater benefits for our citizens. That transformation is also a key pillar of our 24-hour economy, which seeks to unlock value, productivity, and opportunity across every sector. This is to say that the success of Ahafo North must be measured not only by the tons of ore, but also by the quality of the livelihoods of our first-time job seekers, our local entrepreneurs, and the members of our community. In closing, permit me to mention the 8 men who tragically lost their lives fulfilling that very mandate. May they continue to rest in peace. We also commend the prompt investigations into the causes of the crash. Their story must inspire all of us to do better and to mine responsibly so that we leave behind a nation where our prosperity reflects our incredible mineral wealth. When we work together, that is government, the private sector, and local communities, we can create a Ghana where growth is spread evenly across the country and where our colleagues can retire in peace. Today, as we cut the ribbon to open this world-class mine, let us remember our shared duty, which is to manage our resources with integrity, foresight, and justice, so that when we look back on the opening of the Ahafo North mine as a singular time that led to more schools, more hospitals, safer roads, thriving communities, we will be pleased. Our sincere congratulations again to Newmont Corporation, to partners, and to everyone who has made today possible. And the wish from our President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, whose comments I've read, his wish is that may Ahafo North mine prosper and also the Ahafo region flourish. May God continue to bless our homeland Ghana and make ourselves, our country, and our future great and strong. Thank you very much.
President, the Vice, Naana, Otumfuo, Opoku, and Ahafo are on the company. The nation of Ghana. yɛba yɛ ho bɔne nyansa nkɔ wɔ asodwe yɛbɔ mpae ɛde ma Newmont ɔyɛ adeɛ ama saa bere yɛn nuanom yɛn mma ɛne yɛn maame no bebree ɛsɛ kɔɔma no yɛn mu ana adwuma no ɛmfa nnipa bebree ɛkyɛn si wɔn na ɛsi Onyankopɔn ho نشهد لا إله إلا الله وأبدأ لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمد عبده ورسوله اللهم لا تجعلنا فتنة الذين كفروا فاغفر لنا ربنا إنك أنت العزيز الحكيم ربنا افرغ علينا صبرا وثبت قدامنا وأنصرنا على قوم الكافرين اللهم لا تحملنا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هم إلا فرجته ولا دين إلا قضيته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا ولا إلا قضيتها وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أحيا وسلمة قصيرة سبحان ربك رب العزة ويصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
And so this is from us, Newmont, to you, Madam Vice President. We say thank you very much for your support in helping us achieve this noble feat. A round of applause for the gesture. And now the second presentation, Your Majesty, for being the wind beneath our wings and for being a moral compass, helping us every step of the way. This is how we show our appreciation. Please, a round of applause in celebration of our King. I ask that we only...
Please hold on. Your Majesty, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before you are these stones. Every concrete that was poured for the construction of the mine, a sample was tested to ensure that it met the construction requirements. The cubes you see here are a collection of those samples, so they speak to the technical integrity of the construction works that you see on this mine. With this in mind, I come to invite you to cut the ribbon. We cut the ribbon in the name of God with His Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Please put your hands together one more time in celebration. And now for the unveiling of the plaque, it reads, Newmont Ahafo Mine, opened on the 30th of Santini, and Tom Palmer, CEO, Newmont Corporation. Hip hip, hip hip, and hip hip. To God be the glory, great things He has done. You move back so that we can have a clear shot. The flash. Come back. The video.